welcome everyone to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis and David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bruins will put total leather and will get started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The toss sweep to the right. At the 35, he's open. Open spaces. The 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's going to go for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
And the Bruins have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Cox. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Turns it on at midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll try the run, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Morgan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB is making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Using the quick game. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing the strike.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure coming. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pushes for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Slams ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adapted. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Never a doubt. Going for it on 4th and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss sweep. Trying to get it outside to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
The Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's up. Touchdown, UCLA. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Pulls it in. It's Morgan. Oh, what a cut! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage. But look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. And the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Slithers into space.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They kick it away on 4th down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Going over the top. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Connection to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
On the move. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Find space on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the air and pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Underwood. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Hits the crease. Touchdown, UCLA. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air, it's Underwood. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready.
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. On the move at the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Bruins. They take the lead with the 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team. When you got running backs, they fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability. He
He wants to change this route. Good timing on the quick out. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, UCLA! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Haynes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. 1 more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let them tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruin.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Morgan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.